Hello, good morning. Gary Champion, Psychic Medium. Another video from the other side. This one's sort of about enlightenment. Sort of. I'm not really sure what this video is about. Enlightenment, spiritual enlightenment, comes to you when you know yourself at your deepest core through meditation. And one of the things that keeps us from enlightenment is that we cling to old ideas and thoughts, an attachment to things that are just one possibility of what's out there, keeps us from exploring other things that are equally important. Believing in something to the extent that you forget about or ignore other aspects prevents spiritual enlightenment. That if you think this is possible, therefore this can't be possible. Number one, it's a lie. And we're talking about lies a lot in videos lately, or at least I am. And by believing in this concept, absolutely, you deny these other concepts, which are equally important. Trying to think of an example. Hopefully my guys will give me one, because this is an off-the-cuff video. I haven't thought this out. I haven't had any. Well, all my videos are like this. They just happen. Interesting. Just what I said. I said is the key to the video, that by allowing things to just happen, you see the truth in things. By believing in one idea to the exclusion of all other ideas keeps you locked in a little box. Your mind is shut down to things that are possible, but you can't see them because this one dominates. If you have the idea that the earth is round, then and that the sun revolves around the earth, as many people did believe, religious people, scholars, and it was a religious reason why the sun and everything spun around the earth, that the earth didn't go around the sun. All those planets revolved around us. We've got a lot of that going on in our country, where people think they're so important that everything revolves around them, and it's just not true. And that wasn't true. And I think it was Galileo that proved that the sun revolves around the earth revolves around the sun, and was, I think, excommunicated or something for it. Of course, he's been dead for hundreds of years, and they forgave him for it. But believing in a concept to the extent that you exclude all others is, and now the flatlanders will love this, because, see, this guy says the earth isn't round, but it's flat. That's not what I'm saying. I'm using it as an example that, okay, don't go in swimming till 30 minutes past after eating. I used that in the video, and the guy said it's true, that it is true. I said, well, it's just an example, just something I was using in a video. And he was saying scuba divers lose heat through their head mostly. I said water's different, but it's like saying that scuba divers are 10 times more likely to be eaten by sharks. It's not true, but it's a form to use in a video to get a point across. No, believe me, the earth is sort of round. It's not really round, but it's sort of round. It's a round-like object. But to think without seeing, if you're on the earth, you don't know what shape the earth is. And we really didn't know what the earth looked like from space till we got there. So trying to believe in something is a difficult thing, because as soon as you believe in it, it's changed. Everything in the world is complex, more complex than I can certainly understand. So what do? I don't try to understand it. I respond to it as it comes to me. I don't try and understand it. It's too big for me to do. I'm probably out of line for a medium anyway. The concept of understanding everything is not what I do. I'm trying to help people one at a time. Doesn't lend itself to universal understanding of things, everything. But as soon as you put your faith in something, and people need that for some reason, and they like it to be in printed word for some reason too, because then they can carry it around. They have it here. See? No, it says here on page 48. And you say, it's just a book, man. When the book was written, might have been true. Doubt that any of that's true in a book now. I mean, we've seen that over and over again. You dig up an old book and read it, and half the facts they quote in there, they never were real. They just thought they were. And that's what I'm talking about. Most things appear to be real, but the ever-shifting nature of the world causes them to be real for a while and then not real. So putting your faith in a concept or an idea, this is getting confusing, isn't it? Putting your faith in a single idea of something to the exclusion of all others stops you from being enlightened. And understanding that everything changes and that there is no firm ground to stand on in almost anything is enlightenment in itself. Trying not to change everything around you. That's another level of enlightenment. Insisting that you're right in all things. When you stop doing that, then you go up another notch. Take the world as it comes to you, and it comes to everybody differently. It appears to everybody differently. It makes its presence known in different ways to different people. It's not universally the same. Some things are pretty much truths, but they're temporary truths. Sun comes up in the east, goes down in the west. It's true today. Will it be true in the future? Earth may not be here, so it'd be a moot point. So it no longer would be true. Things are not forever. They're not meant to be forever. Everything's sort of temporary. Even your being here is temporary. Boy, have I confused everybody. Enlightenment comes when you know yourself. Understanding what you're about, who you are, where you're going, what you want to do. But clinging to old ideas and old thoughts and old truths can stop you from investigating those things which may not be true now, but may be true in the future, or those things that are equally true of this truth that you believe in. You just can't see it because the one you believe in, that's it. You don't see these other 5 or 6 other things. Leapfrogging spiritually. There is no end to life. It perpetuates. That's sort of a truth. It's been true forever, I guess, but may not be true in the future. We don't know. Kind of scary, isn't it? But if you were here before and came back, I doubt that you'd remember it. So I'm telling this person, I'm telling you this here now, this, and when you pass and you come back, maybe these old videos will still be there and you can rediscover it and internalize some ideas about what you actually believe in and put your faith in. That's the worst one. You put your faith in people and things, and then they disappoint you, and then you're angry. And the truth is that enlightenment means that you understand that nothing is forever. Everything passes at some point. And being okay with it, not freaking out about it, understanding that life and everything around you is temporary. Do the best while you're here, while you can. Make the most of it. Have some fun. Try not to get tied up in specific things that inhibit your spiritual growth. No fear, no regret, and no anger. Thanks for watching.